You know, somebody's trying to make you doubt yourself. And the hardest part is they may never say it to you directly. They may not scream. They may not threaten. They may not even look like a villain. But your body knows. Your body knows. Your body's been picking up on what your mind has been trying to explain away this whole time. And if you've been feeling more tired lately or more confused, if you've been feeling a little bit more anxious, more emotional, more frozen, more like you can't quite hear yourself properly anymore, I need you to know this may not be random. Somebody may be benefiting from your low self-esteem. Somebody may be benefiting from your self-doubt. And somebody may be benefiting from you second-guessing your instincts, you shrinking your voice, you staying disconnected from your own power. And I want to speak to you very clearly today, because this isn't just spiritual, it's actually neurological as well. This isn't psychological, this is physiological. And this is really the nervous system work. Because when you're around someone who constantly makes you question what you saw, what you felt, what you heard, what you meant, or who you are, your autonomic nervous system, it actually starts responding. And let's talk about it in plain English. Your autonomic nervous system is the part of your body that runs automatically. It controls the things that you don't have to think about, like your heart rate, your breathing, your digestion, your muscle tension, your stress responses, and your sense of safety as well. So when I say somebody can dysregulate your nervous system, I mean your body is reacting to them before you've even processed what is actually happening. And that's why it's so interesting, your brain and your body and the way that it works. And this is sometimes why you can be around a person and then suddenly your chest starts to feel tight, or your puku, your stomach just drops, or your jaw might lock. You know, your shoulders start to tense up and your breathing gets a little bit shallow, and you start over explaining yourself. You know, you forget what you were going to say and you start to feel small. That's not weakness, that's information. Now, clinically, there are two main branches that I want you to understand. The first one is the sympathetic nervous system. Okay, and that's your flight or fight system. That system is designed to help you survive under danger. So if your body thinks that there's a threat, the sympathetic nervous system actually turns on. Your heart beats faster, your breathing gets a bit shorter, your muscles prepare for action because your brain starts to scan for danger. So in simple terms, your body gets ready to protect yourself. Okay? Then there's the parasympathetic nervous system, and that is the rest and digest system. That is where healing happens. That is where your digestion improves, or where your body repairs, and that's where your mind can think quite clearly. That's where you feel grounded and connected and quite safe. But here's what a lot of people don't actually understand. The parasympathetic nervous system also has a shutdown response. So when your body starts to feel overwhelmed and fighting because it feels unsafe, because leaving feels maybe impossible, or speaking up may feel dangerous, you may go into the freeze mode. Freeze can look like numbness, it can look like brain fog or exhaustion, it can also look like scrolling for hours and hours and hours, and it can look like not answering any messages or feeling disconnected from your body, and it can look like knowing something is wrong and not being able to move. And sometimes there's also fawn. Fawn is when you stay safe by pleasing, by softening yourself, by accommodating, by becoming easier to manage, by keeping the peace, even while you might be losing yourself. So if you've been asking, why am I acting like this? Why do I feel so sensitive? Why can't I just be stronger? Why do I shut down around this person? And I want you to hear me. Your body is not broken. Your body is responding. And sometimes the people or the person that's affecting you the most, they're the ones who benefit from you not trusting yourself. They're the ones who keep you confused. They're the ones who make little comments, the ones who withdraw their affection, the ones who change the energy in the room, the one who makes you feel like you have to perform just to stay connected, and the ones who keep you busy proving your goodness instead of resting in your truth. And oh my God, that kind of dynamic, that can keep your autonomic nervous system activated for days, weeks, months, years, even decades. Trust me, I know. And when that happens, you don't just feel stress, you become chemically conditioned to expect the disruption. This is where the clinical language matters, because that prolonged stress actually raises the cortisol, and your cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. Sometimes people get addicted to it. It's useful in short bursts, but when the cortisol stays really high for too long, it can affect your sleep, your digestion, your focus, your mood, your energy, your blood sugar, your hormones, and your inflammation as well. So no, you are not imagining it when a hard relationship starts affecting your body. No, you are not dramatic when your body starts crashing after long periods of tension. No, you are not weak because your nervous system is waving the white flag. You're receiving signals. And I believe that we need to be brave enough to tell the truth about those signals. Because some people do not need to physically touch you to dysregulate you. I'm going to repeat that again. Some people do not need to physically touch you to dysregulate you. Their inconsistency will do it. Their criticism will do it. Their silence will do it. Their unpredictability will do it. Their need for control will do it. And what makes this even harder is that many intelligent, kind, spiritual, high capacity women, people, men will keep trying to understand the other person instead of actually listening to what's in their body. You keep analyzing them. You keep giving grace. You keep trying to be mature. You keep hoping that if you explain yourself one more time, they'll finally meet you properly. Meanwhile, your nervous system is paying the bill. And I just want to say this lovingly but clearly. Not everybody deserves access to your body. Not everybody deserves access to your mind, your softness, your spiritual energy. Not everybody is safe just because they are familiar. Not everybody is aligned just because you love them. And not everybody is telling the truth just because they sound confident. This is where sacred systems matter. This is where wisdom and science meets. Because your spirit may discern it, but your nervous system confirms it. Your body will often know first. So if you're trying to make yourself feel doubt, please just stop and ask, who do I become around them? Who do I become around these people that are really, really trying to attack my self-esteem? Ask yourself, do I feel clearer or more confused around them? Ask yourself, do I feel calmer or do I feel more activated around them? Do I feel stronger or do I feel smaller? Do I feel safe to rest? Or am I always preparing for impact? That question alone can change your life, because healing is not about learning how to calm down. Healing is about being honest about what keeps setting you off. And if you keep calling it stress when it's actually misalignment, you will keep trying to regulate in environments that are built to dysregulate you. So today, I want you to trust the wisdom in your body. Trust the tight chest. Trust the exhausted mind. Trust that stomach drop, and trust the freeze. Trust the part of you that's been whispering. It's been whispering. This is not good enough for me. And that whisper to you, that's not weakness. That whisper to you is intelligence. That whisper to you is your body trying to bring you back home to yourself. And maybe nobody ever explained it to you like this before. Sure as shit, nobody explained it to me. I learned the hard way. Maybe nobody told you that low self-esteem can be conditioned, that self-doubt can be reinforced, that nervous system regulation and dysregulation, it's real. That fight, flight, freeze and fawn are survival responses, not personality flaws. And now you know. And once you know, you get to choose differently. You get to protect your peace. You get to honor your body. And you get to stop shrinking for people who feel powerful when you feel uncertain. And you get to come back to your own center. Okay, that's your heart. That's the creative center of our own body. Because somebody may be trying to make you doubt yourself. But that does not mean you have to keep participating in it. Not anymore, anyway. So, if this message found you today, let it be your reminder that your body is not betraying you, it is speaking to you. And you are allowed to trust what you feel. You are allowed to protect your peace. And you are allowed to stop performing for people who benefit from your confusion. As one of my favorite doctors, Dr. Joe Dispenza, says, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So place your wairua, your essence, your aura, your energy back into your healing, back into your truth, and back into your future. I love you. Remember, stop looking back and keep walking forward. I'll see you on the next one. Jazz.